Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to talk about working out home for beginners, but we're going to talk about the problem that I see, and there's a lot of problems that I see as I YouTube search at-home workouts. What's going on, guys? PeteRepeaters.com. Thank you guys for coming out, and like I said, I'm going to talk about, at-home workouts for beginners, but what's the problem that I see? There's a huge problem that I see, and a lot of the workout videos that I searched are like follow me videos, which are perfectly fine, right? 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, a lot of body weight, no impact, no jump, which I get, it's perfect for beginners, but there's a big mistake, okay? There's a big flaw behind what's happening there. But you're gonna follow this video, right? It's 20 minutes long, but you don't know what you're doing. You're just gonna follow this person, and if they have like background talent, right? You can see the one person just doesn't look comfortable, not really knowing what they're doing, and that's where a lot of injuries do happen. That's where a lot of bad mechanics do happen. And the biggest thing for me is form. Guys, like that was one thing that we always try. We try our best to make sure people have form. I always do my best to make sure the form is good, the engagement is there, and just a squat is not just a squat. There's a lot of detail inside a squat. There's a lot of detail inside a lunge. So for a workout video, to say, all right, let's get some lunges in. That's like you doing P90X or like Insanity or something like that, but you have no regressions. And for a beginner, I think the problem here, I don't think the problem here, I know the problem here, is that you don't have proper rest time. You don't have proper timing, and you're just forced to do this workout so you get a good sweat. And I'm not saying that's wrong. Getting a sweat's cool, it makes you feel good, it does what it's supposed to do. You might burn some calories, absolutely, but there's a different way of doing it. Especially beginners, there should be a work to rest ratio. There should be some regressions inside some big movements. I don't care if it's a low impact, no impact, right? There's no impact, it's fine. It doesn't matter if your joints don't hurt. What's gonna happen is you're not gonna be able to recover, or you're not gonna be able to catch your breath. And now you're gonna be panicking, and now your form is gonna break immediately because fatigue sets in, right? The inability to understand the movement sets in. The overwhelm of overthinking sets in. And now in your second, third set, you don't even know what they're doing. You're just running on a clock that this person is just spitting movements out to you. And that's the biggest problem. That is a huge issue inside this field, is that the people that are beginners aren't progressed correctly. And they're just thrown in, right? Until, like, say you go to a gym and you take a class, right? You take a class, yeah, kill it, do it. Doing house music, ja, 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 ja. Or like a softer, like a lounge, like ja, 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 something like that, right? It's that music that's playing for show. And it's them just repeating movements, and you see everyone that's pretty good in the front, right? People that are a little bit maybe late for class in the second row because they didn't get their spot. And then in the back are the people that are hiding, right? And everyone focuses on the people in the front. Everyone's like, yeah, get it, but then who falls behind? The ones in the back that are kind of uncomfortable, right? They're not confident in their movements, and they'd rather just hide and turn. That's why you do at-home workouts, because maybe the embarrassment of being embarrassed in the public space. I want to make sure the biggest thing, and I talked this out, and I walked in, I was just talking about why am I making this, why am I doing this? Because I don't want anyone to ever public shame people anyway. I hate it. You don't understand how much I hate watching people public shame other people while they're working out. They're trying their best to do something. Why don't you help them? And if they don't want help, then that's up to them. Then, right? If they don't want help, then just let them do what they want. They can act a fool. But someone that's a beginner that really doesn't understand, the beginners, they kind of stare at, they look at machines or look at movements. You see them follow something on their phone, and the form is bad. And as a trainer, I'm not one to invade your space. If I feel the conversation is there, then I will make that approach to help you and make sure that you are, maybe give you some tips without anything in return. I just want to help you and see you guys exercise for a longer time. At the same time, doing movements correctly. And when you do these workouts that are 20 minutes long, 15 minutes, just like a low impact, high cardio class, it's cool. You got a good sweat, and I think you should do it on your days off or your days where you just want to sweat. But there's got to be some detail. There's got to be some thought process, and you have to start learning a little bit more about your basic movements, your squat, your lunge, your push-up, your pull, your sit, your core, your rotation. Right? All these planes of motion are something that we always focus on. And there's the library of exercise are huge, but it's simple. And sometimes we try to make it more complicated than it is. And sometimes we just try to make it more about the show and the sexiness of exercise, which I tough workouts are cool, and like exercises with back flips are cool, or exercises where you're balancing on one leg on top of a ball are cool because they're sexy, they're impressive. But in order to be a beginner, at a beginner state, in order for you guys to see change, you just need to learn the basics. You just need how to learn to squat right? The proper engagement of your diaphragm. Are your abs, do you even know how to use this before you even start sitting? Do you even know how to use your hands and feet before you even move your butt? Those are the detail works that I make sure that you guys understand, because it's very pivotal down the line. Because I don't want you guys to stop next week. I don't want you guys to stop in 3 months. I don't want you to see you guys stop in 5 years. I want to see you guys take on fitness for the rest of your life. So in order for that to happen, your engine's got to be good. You got to be a well-oiled machine. You got to understand how to move. You have to understand what your body's doing and set that pattern correctly from the beginning. Now there's a bunch of videos that I already put up for the squat and the push-up and the pull. If you haven't seen them, just check them out. I'll throw them up here somewhere, you know? But at the same time, take your time in understanding exercise. Don't just follow a video for the sake of a sweat. You know, and I trust me, I do it for the sweat all the time, right? But I already have good form. You know, that's the phase that I'm at, and that's the phase you guys as beginners have to build to. You have to build up to that phase of killing it and going hard and doing it. You can't just go hard in the beginning. Now, a lot of people say, especially for the rebuttals that I get, is like, oh, I used to be an athlete. Oh, I used to play softball. I used to play field hockey. I used to be in gymnastics. Now, here's the biggest word that they're using. You used to, okay? It's not 1995 anymore. It's like 30 years ago. It's not there. We're not there no more. So movement is different. Exercise is different. Your program is different. Whatever I learned 5 years ago is completely different than what it is now. And that's my job, is to make sure that I educate myself, that I go to seminars, that I take tests, that I get certification so I understand what's happening in the now. Because everyone else says, hey, this used to work out for me. Guess what, people? It's not gonna work out for you anymore. Because it's older, and you're older, and you're moving differently. And patterns are different, because maybe you stood at a desk all day. Maybe when you were 17, your posture was like this, but now your posture's like this, right? So bench press is not the same. This is no longer a chest workout. This is now a shoulder workout. Ever think about that? Nah, right? Of course not. Bench press, when you have good posture, now I have proper packing of the shoulders, my elbows are moving, and now I can engage the chest correctly. When I'm here in a bad posture, now pushing, go ahead, try to do it. You're not gonna flex your chest as much as you can because your posture is now here. So think about that. When you do a shoulder press, like military presses, see these meatheads all day long, or even girls, sorry, you grab your leg weights. I used to, you know, they're here, and 3, and 4, and 5, right? Well, here's your posture, watch this. And 1, and 2. Is that an overhead press? Or is that an incline press? It seems like it's an incline press. So we're no longer working the shoulders, are we? We're just grinding against the shoulder and really working the pec too much. So there's a lot of detail that goes into exercise. And I wish you guys understand that, and I really hope that if you do follow the videos, understand the difference of a sweat and good cardio versus bad form. Okay, just don't do a workout for the sake of getting the sweat, because sooner or later you end up getting hurt. And even worse is creating bad habits, and then it's hard to reverse those habits. So if you guys have any questions and any exercises that you do, that you see, that you talk about, give me some comments down below so I can make those videos for you. I just don't want to make videos. I'm going to make the basics, you know, the pillar 5 that I need, that I know that you guys have to do, and multi-planes of motion and movement, maybe even 7 of them. But there's other ones that I know that you guys see, and comment them down below. Let me know what it is you have trouble with. What are the movements? Is it a burpee? I'm sure it is. Is it running mechanics? I'm sure it is. Did you know you have to learn how to run? And I'm not a running expert. I'm terrible at running. I'm the worst runner. I'm the wrestler. So like I have like the boxer run, they call like that. And I have to work on my feet. I have to work on my gait. You know, those are things. And if you have that question, I'll bring in the expert for you guys. I'm not going to be the expert in that. I'm not an expert in running. But I could find an expert in running, and I have tons of friends that's what their job is. You know, they are experts in running. So again, if you guys enjoyed that video, do me a favor. like, dislike, subscribe, and comment. Make sure you guys comment whatever exercises you guys need, whatever it is you have trouble with, and I'm here to help you guys out. Okay, so again, as a recap, I see the biggest problem inside the at-home workout is that they're spitting workouts out for anyone of any level, even if there's background talent. But you know what you're not doing? You're not understanding the form. You're not understanding the science behind it. You're not letting your body do. Imagine if you were fine-tuned, how many more calories you would burn. Imagine if you were fine-tuned in exercise and form and understanding how to use every muscle possible, how much more fat you would ignite. That's a word they use, fat ignition. That's marketing. Bullshit. I'm here to tell you the truth. And again, if you guys want to follow me up. If you guys want to subscribe, hit me with that buzz up. Subscribe up. Get more videos. I'll be here. I ain't going nowhere. It is Pete from PeteIsip.com. Thank you guys again for coming out, and hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.
What I bring to the table for me and the team. What you see is only 1% going to see. But God, this is things that you wouldn't believe. I got people that cut me out, they disagree. Like my life